Hi Pisces, welcome back to the channel. This is for your January 2024 reading. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus placement, Mercury placement, Mars placement, and anything you may have currently transiting, any placements you have with Pisces. Cross-watchers are welcome. This could be relevant for you as well. And Pisces, what we're going to do, this is a timeless reading, so my intention is for January 2024, but if you watch this in July, this could be relevant in July. I'm going to look at what your overall energy is that you're encompassing for January, and then we're going to look at what the month ahead looks like for January, and then if we need to, we'll pull timing, if timing seems relevant for you. So I've noticed that my readings have gotten really long because I try to give as much detail as possible. So, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm getting over the flu, Pisces. So what I'm trying to do is make them shorter and get them more down to like 30 to 40 minutes instead of like the hour and a half. But timing stamps will be below. I want to thank everyone who has bought a coffee from me and who has emailed me for personal readings. As you know, my personal readings are very detailed and very specific, and I work with you in terms of price. You pay what you can afford. I never set a price because I think everybody should have access to what they want. So your overarching energy, Pisces, is the Empress. So I don't know, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Empress energy just means you've integrated your divine feminine energy into you. So that means you're in a really, oh, by the way, when I was doing the pre-shuffle for you Pisces, I kept hearing the song, let's get this party started. Like you were ready to go, like let's go, let's go, let's go, let's get this party started. The Fool kept popping out. Like you were ready to go, like you're ready for 2024. I heard 2023 was a snoozer. So Pisces, I felt like you were ready for some excitement, is what it sounded like. So when you embody the Empress energy, that means you're really receptive to things. That means you'll be open to receiving ideas from people, hearing people out, what people are thinking, receiving gifts from people. Then you may be open to like a woman asking you to meet up for drinks. That means somebody else is like taking the initiative, but you're receptive to it, especially if you're interested or attracted to her. The Empress also means fertility, so some of you may be trying to get pregnant right now. So I'm hearing those of you who are, you're very fruitful, which means you're very fertile. She's also a very warm energy, very inviting, very attractive, very welcoming. She's the most beautiful. She embodies all the queens. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, again, it does not matter. Is very intuitive, perceptive, and Pisces, we already know you're a very intuitive sign. It also is somebody, if you're looking for a relationship, it means you're ready for that kind of like serious kind of commitment. So it usually means like somebody who's ready to be that like divine soulmate, that true counterpart, that wife or husband. Because the Empress is the divine counterpart for the Emperor. It's also somebody who's also very nurturing, very loving, very attractive. There you go, the Fool popped out. So the way I'm looking at the reading is like the first half of January and then the second half of January. But I'm getting all the cards out first because it makes the reading a little bit easier to do for you. As I'm looking at your overall arching energy, and this kind of like, I noticed when I did Capricorn's reading and I did Aquarius's reading, that the overarching energy really did have a huge impact in in how their reading had an impact. Like it really embodied a lot of what they were like dealing with over the month. So some of you, I think, are wanting to start families. I think some of you are ready for like serious relationships. Some of you, yeah, I think are ready to begin something real in love. Maybe move your connection to the next level. Wow, that came out upside down. That came flying out upside down. Yeah, I really feel like some of you are in search of your better half. Like some of you are really single, but now you're ready to mingle. Like you're really ready for love. Like you were asleep. 10 of Cups. This is gonna be a good month for you. It's like you slept through. I want to say it's like almost like you slept through 2023, and now you woke up and you're like, oh yeah, okay, like that's what I was hearing. Like, let's get this party started. I'm excited. Wow, the new year's here. Let's get going. Like, it feels like you're ready to go. And the Empress, she's like flying through the sky. That's not how she's usually depicted. I'm gonna have to cover up because she's naked. But she's like flying. She's like, look, her hands are up. Like, she's ready to go. Like, that literally, like, let's get this party started. Come on. What are y'all waiting for? Like, that's how I feel your energy is. Like, you are, like, on it. You're, like, on fire, Pisces. Like, you're ready to go. You're like, I don't even know what happened in 2023. That's what it felt like in the pre-shuffle. That's what I kept hearing. And the Fool popped out that I kept seeing. So you're starting, and you have a lot of major arcana here too. Okay, so when I'm talking about the first half of January, I'm talking kind of like the 1st through the 15th. So remember, you're in this energy of either wanting your other half with you, or you might already have your other half with you, or wanting to start a family. Like some of you may be trying to start a family right now. But you're in this energy of also being like open and receptive to what comes your way. So again, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. You're open to what's coming toward you. So if you're a man, it's like, well, yeah, I'm open to meeting someone. So if the right woman comes along, I'm open to that. That's being receptive. That's being in that like more divine feminine energy. I'm receptive to, yeah, if I happen to meet her, I meet her. You know, you're not out actively looking, but if you're, at a friend's party and you get introduced to someone of a friend, and you're like blown away by this person because she seemed incredible, you would ask her out then. So you're open to the idea of, yeah, the right person comes along, I'm open to that kind of relationship. That's what I want now, kind of thing. That's what I mean by being receptive to it. You wouldn't let the opportunity pass you by. Where I feel like in 2023, you were letting opportunities pass you by. You weren't in that energy, and you are now. For some of you, I feel like you are in connections with people, and it could be the right connection. I don't know. I'm not looking at what connections you're in. That's not what this reading's about. But you might be with the right person and you're like, oh wow, this is who I want to be with. And you're realizing that, and now you want to move the connection further along. For others of you, it's like, oh yeah, I do want to have a family. I do want to be a father. I do want to be a mother. I do want to have children. What would that look like? Like, how would that look with this person that I'm with? Or what do I want to look for now in a partner, knowing that's what I want and I want to move forward with that? Now in my mindset, I would probably I might be dating different types of people than I have been in the past. So you're in that kind of energy, Pisces. So you're starting the first half of the month as the King of Swords. The King of Swords is Aquarius energy, very decisive, very honest, very truthful. But he uses his voice with really good discernment. So, like when he speaks the truth, it's not harshly. It's with the right tone. So it's like I feel like you're like weeding people in and out, you know, through this Empress energy, right? So depending on what category you fall in, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm receptive to wanting to meet people, to connect with the right person. You know, that's who I want now, is somebody in my life who would be a good partner for me. It's like you would still, you're using your discernment. So you're using, because Aquarius, they're thinkers. They're not the feelers with the heart, right? So it's like you're using your head about, do they want children or don't they? Does that align with what I want and my values? And you're also looking at it as this person, and you would be using your voice with, like, let's say you met somebody, like I gave that example, a friend through a friend at a party, right? And you find them attractive and you're talking, and oh yeah, your values seem to line up. This is somebody you're interested in. You would use your discernment to then say, this is somebody I would want to go out with. So you would then ask them out. If you're talking with them and you realize, you know, yeah, they don't want children, I want to have children. I want to be able to travel. I want to have a home. I have these goals with what I want with my family, things I want to do. And this person doesn't want to have children. They don't want to ever be married. They just want to travel the world and see all the continents, which is great. That's a cool thing to do. But none of that aligns with me. And I know I'm in this place now where I actually want a life partner. I want to get married. I want to have a family. And yeah, I want to travel with my family, but those are my first priorities. You would use your discernment of, it doesn't matter how attracted I am to this person, this isn't somebody I want to spend my time dating. So you would decide, this is somebody I don't want to ask out. Even if your friends are like, oh, you know, she's so hot, you should ask her out. You'd be like, no, I don't want to waste my time. You're now investing your energy and time in things worth your time. But you would speak it, excuse me, in a nice way. You wouldn't be harsh or mean about it. Meaning, if somebody asked you out, right, and you realize like they don't align with you, I'm sorry, I need to drink some water. I've been sick with the flu, and I'm finally like getting better. So let's say somebody asked you out. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, but somebody else took the initiative and asked you out, and this person doesn't align with the goals that you want, like I just gave examples for. Being in the King of Swords energy, you'd be really honest with this person. You wouldn't mislead them and go out with them just to go out with them. You would actually say no. But you would say no in a polite way. You would just say, no, I don't think our values align. I actually really want to have children, and I'm looking to get married and do these things, and I don't think we align, and it's not worth having those disagreements further down the line. Some people are actually, that would be an Aquarius. They would be that honest and that direct. Now, Pisces, I don't see you being that direct and that honest with someone, but I could just see you saying, I'm not interested in dating right now at this point. I could see you saying something more like that. But you'd be using your discernment of, this person doesn't align with the things that I really value right now, so you don't want to waste your time. But you would be a little bit nicer. Where an Aquarius would really say, well, we don't actually align in here, these reasons, and that's why I don't want to go out with you. An Aquarius would actually say the reasons why, but I see you as more just kind of saying like, I'm actually just not looking to date right now, which is fine. You don't have to, you can say whatever you want, but I feel that you'll be in the energy of actually being more honest and truthful. Not that you weren't before, but you're just in this energy of, you don't want to waste your time anymore. Because the next card, especially with it being right next to the card, which is also ruling our south nodes, it's Justice. And this is the major arcana for Libra. So it's all about fair and balance and what's equitable and reciprocity and being truthful. So being next to the King of Swords, who is honest and truthful and speaks with integrity and discernment. You have the Justice card, which is all about being honest and truthful and bringing justice to people and speaking the truth and saying what's right and what's fair. So you would these two cards be next to each other and would say you want to be so honest with somebody. You would want to be just because you would want someone to treat you justly and fairly. If you ask someone out and they felt like you were not in alignment or didn't have the same values, for long-term partnership, right? Because I feel like that's what you're looking for with this Empress energy. You wouldn't want to waste your time with them either, going out with them or taking them on dates or spending your money. You want to spend that money and time and energy with somebody who has the same goals and values that you do, Pisces. So is it, excuse me, reciprocity, right? That it's the balanced scales. I'm holding my selenite crystal and green aventurine, so sorry that I have stuff in my hands. But sometimes holding crystals helps. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but I kind of like to do it. Sometimes just out of habit. Yeah, it's speaking truth, clarity, and sincerity. It's exactly what justice is. So that's what I feel like exactly what you're doing, and that's also the King of Swords. You're just doing it with a softer Piscean tone than an Aquarian tone. But you're just like, this is the right thing to do, and I have to do it this way. Because you have clarity over the situation. You have the Ace of Wands. This is the first half of January. Excuse me, Pisces, I'm really sorry. Ace of Wands is attraction. So I feel like in the first half of January, somebody's going to catch your eye. And for those of you who are single, and you're going to be like, no, that's somebody I could be really interested in. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. Somebody is going to draw your energy toward them based on pure attraction. And the Ace of Wands is fire energy, so that's attraction, desire, passion. But it's like you are still coming from this place of like sincerity, truth, justice, speaking, using your discernment and still knowing what you really want, which is being in this Empress energy of, I know I want a serious soulmate connection with somebody. I want long term. Some of you want children, some of you don't want children. Take it as it resonates. That part's not as relevant. Just some of you do, some of you don't. But you're going with where you're being guided. You're going with the flow. You're following your intuition. You're following, I'm hearing your heart's desire. So somebody is going to catch your attention in the first half of January. Because you have the Fool, which I love. Because I'm hearing you're such a fool in love. Especially with how you end the month too, which is just even better. So with the Fool being next to the Ace of Wands tells me this is like a new beginning with somebody. Because the Ace of Wands is like that initial spark, that initial attraction to somebody. And the Fool starts the tarot deck. It's 0. So some people say it's Aries energy because it's a 0, so it represents like the first house, which is Aries, which starts off the zodiac sign in the natal chart, right? And others will say it's Aquarius because it's ruled by Uranus, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So you could be attracted to an Aries or an Aquarius. Or you could meet this person in Aquarius or Aries season. But you're in this, like, King of Swords, speaking the truth energy. Then you have Justice, which is Libra's major arcana. Then you're like Ace of Wands, like, ooh, there's a spark. Here's something I'm really attracted to. And then you're, again, major arcana, the Fool. So, like, your month is starting out huge. And you're in this Empress energy. You're starting out with another major arcana. So you're in this huge energy in the first half of January. And this person lights you up. Besides you being so attracted to them, there's like an instant click. There's like an instant recognition with this person. Like an instant, like, it's like your soul, like, switches on. It's like your heart lights up. Because it's like the palm right here on the Fool looks like the sun to me. So, and it's like, to me, it's like shining bright too. Like, if I look at the card, it just looks really bright. Like the sun is like I want to put sunglasses on. And I'm hearing you are such a fool in love. So it's not the Fool in terms of like you want a short-term relationship. Like, it is a fun beginning, a fun new beginning in love with this person. But it's this, like, if you've ever met somebody and there's this like instant knowing, like, it's like you've known them forever. Or there's like, it's so easy to talk to them. You start talking and you realize 5 hours have passed or 3 hours have passed and it felt like 2 minutes. That's a soul connection. That's a soulmate. That's a soul contract you signed before you came to Earth. That's somebody you knew from a past life. Yeah, and I don't have any past life energy here, but I can tell there's some kind of past life connection that you're gonna have, because that spark, that inner knowing, this connection you're gonna instantly have with this person is gonna be so strong and so instantaneous that it's either somebody from you knew in this lifetime a while ago, and you're like, wow, the spark is still there, or it's somebody you knew from a past life. And it's your soulmate, and it's that soul contract you have with them to connect here in this lifetime, to be together. So and I'm covered in the chills. So those of you who are new to the channel, if I get covered in the goosebumps or the chills, it's my guides or yours or source, whatever resonates with you, confirming what I'm hearing and seeing is 100% accurate. Because you move from that into the second half of January, which I'm saying is like the 15th through the end of the month, into the Strength card. But I'm also seeing right here, like the Three of Wands. So I'm still seeing right here, like, major attraction, but I'm seeing you already see a future with them. So this is the major arcana for Leo. And it says, look to the stars to find your magic. But see, you already found your magic with this person, I feel like. Like, you guys found magic within each other. It's like who you've been manifesting and who you've been dreaming about, Pisces. I want to look for the Three of Wands because I feel like that's part of, and this deck I'm not as familiar with, so it just takes me a little bit slower to move through. But I want to look for the Three of Wands in here because I feel like that's part of your I can't think of it, a part of your information for how to move forward in January. It's like part of your story is the Three of Wands. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's the 3 of Wands. This makes so much sense to me. I think you found your person. So it's with the Major Arcana, the Death card, which is the Major Arcana for Scorpio. And look, you're listening to your intuition. Because I see the third eye. So it's like you're putting to death all other potential possibilities. Like, I don't want anybody else. I'm going to look for the Emperor too. At the end, after I finish reading the rest of this spread right here. But it's like you're putting to bed any other potential possibilities after you connect with this person. And I feel like you go on one or like 2-3 dates and you know. Like, yeah, well, I feel like you know instantly, but I feel like after that second or third date, yeah, there's no one else but them. And this is why you're like, I don't want anybody else. Because then it's the 3 of Wands. And I feel like this person's also really intuitive too. They may have like a lot of tattoos. They may wear like henna, or you may wear henna on your hands, or have a lot of tattoos, or have a tattoo, or they may have a tattoo. But the 3 of Wands is what I was seeing in the Strength card. And they're very open to you. They're very receptive. With their hand being completely open tells me they're very receptive to you. So they're going to have that same feeling you have, that same spark, that same recognition, that same, wow, I just connect with Pisces the way I haven't connected with anyone. So they're going to have the same feelings you have. And the 3 of Wands is Sun in Aries, which is the Sun meets the Emperor. And with you being in the Empress energy, and this also meaning the Emperor, I really want to look for where the Emperor is, because that's your divine counterpart. And I feel like you meet your divine counterpart in January. And so then it's the 2 of Pentacles, which is Jupiter. Jupiter and what? Jupiter and Capricorn. So the 2s are always having to make a decision. But the camel means it's been on a journey. So the 2 of Pentacles is, it's like you've already made your choice. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the planet of luck. It's the planet of abundance. So it's like, yeah, I don't want anyone else. I only want like this person, Pisces, that you connect with, I feel like in the first half of January. And the 2 of Pentacles is having to make a choice. And I feel like you feel so, like I said, lucky in love. And Jupiter is the planet of luck, abundance, and expansion. So when there's 2s, you have to choose. You can't have both. It's like, I give this example all the time because I think it's the easiest one. It's like you're driving in a car and you're going straight. And if you keep going straight, you're going to hit a brick wall. So you have to turn right or left. You don't have a choice. That's what the 2 of Pentacles is. You have to turn right or left. You can't just keep going straight. But it's like, I feel like you're not juggling by the second half of January. Maybe you were talking to 2 people, but you're like, not anymore. I'm putting all options to death. I know who I want. I'm so lucky. I met this, the Fool. I'm calling them the Fool because you feel like a fool in love with them. So that's what the 3 of Wands is. I feel like it's the Emperor is who you met. So let me just look for the Emperor because I feel like that's part of your story too. Because now that I've seen the Emperor twice. Oh, it's right here. Oh, yeah. No wonder. And so the Emperor is with the Chariot, which is a really fast-moving energy. And I see this as like the divine bringing you 2 together to become one soul. Like your souls are finally connected as one whole. This is Major Arcana for Cancer, and it's the fastest moving card in the deck. And you know who drives the Chariot is the Emperor. And the Emperor is in the middle of it. So here's the Emperor. And this is your divine counterpart, who's also just as intuitive. And the snake, in a lot of cultures and a lot of times represents union, meaning like your divine counterpart, your soulmate. And it means coming together. So I feel like that's what, it can mean a lot of things, but in this one, I feel like this is the union of the Empress and the Emperor. The snake is saying you two belong together. Like this is your divine counterpart right here. And he's with the Two of Wands, which is, I believe, Mars. Yeah, Mars and Aries, which is meaning you have to make a decision. Again, really fast moving energy, and you do. You move forward with this person. And you could be the Emperor and they could be the, but right now you're embodying that Empress energy, so I think you're receptive to meeting this person, but that doesn't mean you don't turn into the Emperor and like take the lead and then become the initiator, and then this other person doesn't become more the Empress kind of energy. But I think you're just embodying that, meaning you're receptive to finding your soulmate or finding the right connection in January. But I think that's exactly what happens. And the Two of Wands is Mars and Aries, where it's like you have to make a choice. Again, it's like the Two of Pentacles. You got to go right or left. You can't go straight. And I think that's exactly what you do. You go right into the Emperor, to this person. Because it all started here where I saw the Three of Wands, which is Sun meets, which is the Sun in Aries, which is the Sun meets the Emperor. Because you see a future with them, and you're attracted to them, and you're drawn to them, and you have a lot of strength. Because this is Leo energy, so you have a lot of strength moving forward in the second half of January. Strength to overcome if there's obstacles, like if they live at a distance from you. That's not like whatever were deal breakers for you in the past. Where people are not deal breakers with this person. Oh, I don't care if they live 2.5 hours, 3 hours away. Big deal. Oh. So I always envisioned having 3 children and they only want to have 1. I can live with that. I just want to be with them. There's something about them. We just connect. 1 baby's okay with me. That kind of thing. Like you agree on things, but enough that you're willing to compromise because maybe not everything is in agreement. And you have it's like you have the strength to overcome any obstacle with this person. I feel like going forward in the future, you two work really well together. In unison is what I'm hearing. I was not expecting a love reading. And so you have the 7 of Cups here, which is usually depicted with like lots of cups, meaning like you get to pick what you want. And especially with that being under justice, you treat this person with such respect and dignity, and the way you also want to be treated. It's like, no, I like them and I don't want to date other people. Even if you're not exclusive, it's like you're only investing in this person, and you communicate that pretty early on with this person. So there's no guessing, and this person really appreciates that. There's no guessing with each other, because it just feels like you guys just kind of fall in sync. So I don't feel like you're trying to decide, because this is you. This is Neptune, I think, in Pisces, which is usually like confusion, disillusionment. Yeah. Oh no, this is Scorpio. Sorry, this is Neptune in Scorpio. So it can be like illusions, fantasies, choices. Like, I don't know which one to take, but I feel like you don't have that problem, Pisces. Because you're a water sign. Oh, your cups 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, you already know which cup you want. I heard I already picked my soulmate. It's like this is the two of you out here. It's like you're already in your own world, orbiting as one. You really connect with this person. I feel like for some of you, you click so well, it just seems too good to be true and too easy. When you're in flow and you're in alignment with somebody and you're at the same vibration, the same frequency, it just flows. So it's okay. Just let it flow. It doesn't mean you still won't have disagreements with this person or you still won't have hard times, but just let it flow. It's, you know, you're not in alignment with somebody or they're not the right person when you're constantly trying to battle everything. And I describe it as like how salmon have to swim upstream and up the current. So they're like constantly fighting that current. They're not in flow. It's so hard to swim upstream for salmon, right? To lay their eggs. So that's how you know you're not in flow with someone. If everything is difficult, nothing is just, it should be smooth and it's easy and in flow the whole time. And just now and then there should be some hiccups. If you're constantly out of sync and constantly like a salmon trying to swim upstream with somebody, it's not the right person. You guys are not in alignment. That should tell you something right away. But I feel like you two are out here in your own little orbit going around. So you're like, I'm not confused. I don't need any other cups. And then the Page of Wands came out upside down. And it's underneath the Ace of Wands, which was that instant attraction, instant spark. And this is at the latter part of the month. So this is more like you're now in Aquarius season. We're out of Capricorn. We're in Aquarius season now. Page of Wands is usually like, it's usually when you like first meet somebody or you're first dating or you're first just trying to talk to somebody. It's like, I'm going to text them something flirtatious or text them a meme or I'll call them and ask them out on it for our first date. It's like that kind of really like low little thing. And I feel like you guys click and it's kind of like story over for a lot of you, not all of you, but I'm talking to like the collective, right? So I feel like you are already out of, because you're already in this major arcana of like, I'm the Empress, they're the Emperor. You're already in, like, you didn't even go to a night. I mean, you started out in the King of Swords with justice, and I'm a fool in love, and you have strength. But your overarching energy is the Empress, and we found the Emperor as your counterpart in your reading. So it's like, you didn't even match as like the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You went right to Emperor and Empress energy, like the highest of the high that people could ever possibly match with. Justice is also considered a marriage card. So is Empress energy. I really feel this is the, like, for the majority of you, I'm hearing 62% this, you're meeting your true soulmate. That was a very specific number. So 62% of you who watch this video, you're actually meeting your true divine counterpart, the person you signed your soul. Sorry, Pisces. My camera ran out. I wasn't watching the time. So I heard 62% of you who watch this video, you literally are meeting your true soulmate that you signed your soul contract with before you came to Earth. That this is the person you want to experience life with, and the two of you will share the same soul and have all these beautiful experiences with. That's why the Page of Wands is upside down. You are in bigger energy. Both of you are already in bigger energy together because you guys just have already moved past that. And you end the month with the Ten of Cups, which is you, Pisces. It's Pisces energy. And it's Mars in Pisces. But that's peace, joy, family, ultimate love. I mean, you can't get bigger than that in terms of love. And see, I see this as, this is them coming towards you. That's you coming towards them. And that's where your two souls collide and unite as one. All their wishes, all your wishes, and you guys unite as one soulmate. Become one soul. And you stay in that Ten of Cups energy. You don't lose it. For a lot of you, you learn how to navigate because it's under the Fool. And being under the Fool tells me that you guys know how to keep bringing back the same love. You know how to bring back this cycle of new love and regenerate it. Because, you know, relationships over time change. And that's beautiful too, right? Being in a relationship with somebody for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. But that's not the same as, like, you know, that new relationship after a year or 2 years. That's still new and fresh and fun. But it doesn't matter. Like, the two of you figure out how to be together and create this beautiful dynamic of cycling your relationship together. So it's like you fall back in love with each other again and again and again over the decades. And I've heard it's been over lifetimes together. That's why you have the Fool over the Ten of Cups. You two are always fools in love, and you do it again and again. So you already know how to navigate that. So it doesn't matter. That's why you guys already have the Strength card. You know how to navigate the difficult times, but you guys know how to keep all that passion and spark and just finding new things about each other and falling in love again. So let's look for timing on when, oh, that's way too many cards, Spirit. For when Pisces will become in a committed relationship. So we'll say, like, when you guys will just define your relationship as exclusive. So the card that came out is the Star card. And I was told during Aquarius season. So that's late January into February. Runs right up into Pisces season. And then we can say, oh wow, I see yin and yang right here. The Three of Pentacles. I was going to ask, let me get one more card. I'll do the same thing I did for Aquarius, because they had something not as strong as you, but they had something kind of like this. But I'm going to ask, like, when would you, like, get engaged or, like, move in together kind of thing? Like, when would, like, the next steps happen? So I have Three of Pentacles, and I'm seeing yin and yang. So this is definitely your counterpart. And then I have the Five of Cups. And again, I just see the Three of Wands. Like, you're very attracted to each other, and you just see a future, and you guys are cradling this. You're cradling the vision you always have together. So let's see. When does Pisces... move in or get married to their soulmate. Which one, Spirit? I'm hearing no, get married and have children. Okay. When do they get married? This one. Now, remember, timing is fluid. It's always changing. So it doesn't mean that it is 2024. For some of you, it could be, but it could also be like 2025, 2026. This is just what I'm hearing from Spirit. So this is when you would be getting engaged to this person. So you become exclusive in Aquarius season, which is late January to middle of February. And they're giving me the 5 of Cups for when you would be getting engaged. I'm trying to get more specific than what they're giving me. I'm hearing with the song, with every season, turn, turn, turn. I think that's the, I don't know, I think it's the Beatles. Because I'm getting like a couple, I'm getting 2 different seasons off this, so I don't know what they mean. Turn, turn, turn. Oh, it's the Birds. With every season, turn, turn, turn. I need to know what year this came out in. 1965. To everything there is a season. Turn, turn, turn. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There's a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die. Turn, turn, turn. Yeah, listen to this song. I feel like it's really important because that's what I'm hearing. 1965. And this is the 5 of Cups. And 5 felt really important. So I don't know if it's the 5th month, which would be May. 1965. Because that'd be 10. And 6 and 5 is 11. 10, that'd be 21, which would reduce to a 3, which would be March. So it could be March through May. I think of 1965, and then this is also a 5. But I feel like it's like 2025. I'm hearing, yes, it's 2025. And it is, it's 2025. And it is the spring of 2025. So it was, so March, April, May, yeah. $2025, 1965. Because I added up to a 3, which gave me March. Boy, they gave me weird stuff to calculate. You should have seen the one where I had to do bluebirds. Or one with like, they were showing me fishermen for crabs, and I heard seagulls to get the months. Okay, and so this is then when you would be having a baby. Some of you will actually have twins. Some of you will have a boy and a girl. And some of you will have twins. And some of it is just reaffirming this is your divine counterpart with yin and yang. So when day turns to night, is when day turns to night, which makes me think, I think that's when a solar eclipse happens, right? Because isn't that when the moon moves in front of the sun, or the sun moves in front of the moon? Isn't when day turns to night is what I heard. So when day turns to night is when you'll get pregnant. For those of you who want to, right? When day turns, it's also a song, to night. Yes, it's the solar eclipse. As the moon obscures the sun, day momentarily turns into night, and the world seems to stand still. So I'm going to look up which eclipse turns day into night, the solar eclipse. So I want to know, when is the solar eclipse in when is the solar eclipse in 20? So the solar eclipse in 2024 is Monday, April 8th. I mean, some of you could become exclusive in late January, early February, elope in March, and get pregnant April 8th this year. Say you don't. And then let me see when the solar eclipse is in 2025. Saturday, March 29th, 2025. And then I'm going to look at when it is in 2026. August 12th, 2026 is a solar eclipse. So April 8th in 2024, March 29th in 2025, which was funny because that's also came up when some of you would be getting married. So some of you could be getting married and conceiving in March of 2025. And then in 2026 is August 12th. That's just very specific when I heard day turns to night. I mean, I think, obviously, I think you can become pregnant more than just that one time, but I think that's just very, very specific for some of you. So thank you so much for liking, for subscribing, for being a part of the channel, for sharing. I am so grateful for all of you, Pisces, and I wish you a beautiful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And again, thank you for all of those of you who have bought me coffees and have emailed me for private personal readings. As you know, you pay what you can afford. I would never ask for anything more than that. And everyone who's had private readings knows they're about 1.5 hours to 2+ hours long, and they are extremely detailed and very accurate. So I really do enjoy doing the private readings for everybody who wants them. That's why I let you pay what you can afford, because I want everyone to have access to that. So I will talk to you soon, Pisces. Have a beautiful January and enjoy meeting your soulmate. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.